So I feel like I'm super enlightened when I'm at the beach. First thing in the morning, about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, I feel like I'm super enlightened. But no, this message came to me like a few days ago, and I wasn't sure how everybody would take it because, you know what, who cares? So everybody's looking for a commitment, a committed relationship with someone else. By the way, y'all see the beautiful sunrise behind me and the beautiful beach in front of me. This is me being super enlightened right there on the beach. That's me. Hi. But it's beautiful. LA in the house. And I just want to say that commitment first starts within, with oneself. And it was like I had an epiphany moment, you know. I mean, not really, because you're always, it's not really an epiphany, but I mean, it all makes sense, right? Like, people value you like you value you. You set boundaries for others, people respect those boundaries. It's up to you to enforce them. Like, you PO, you, whatever, don't get me started. They can live up to your expectations or not, but really, that's where the enforcement of your boundaries come in. And if you're not concerned with having or sustaining a commitment, then these are some of the things you don't need to worry about. But first and foremost, you got to be committed to yourself. Your commitment starts within. If you're not committed to you, who the fuck else is going to be committed to you? Seriously. So we're looking for all this outside reinforcement, validation, outside of us. But reality is your commitment begins within. And we give up that commitment as soon as you get in relationships, as soon as you get, you know, children, as soon as you do what you're supposed to, you think you're supposed to do. And then you're sorely disappointed because people aren't meeting your expectations. And when those expectations derive really from within, and you should be committed to yourself first. I mean, I feel like this should be a deep message, though. I really feel like this should be a deep message, especially for my divine feminists. It just seems like such a simple message to me right now, and I feel like hopefully that will help some light bulbs come on, or, you know, I hope that just helps you. I mean, it was like a epiphany to me for a second, and I was like, damn, you looking for a ring? I always said, get yourself your own ring. You know, I remember back in the day, everybody wanted a tennis bracelet and everybody wanted a man, you know, and you'll be surprised because, not surprised, but you know, what's interesting is you may have a lot of friends, family, whatever, who may exclude you, who may do whatever, all because you don't have a mate or you're not with a partner, and all of this as if it's some club to desire to be in, when all of them are failing at it anyway. I hate to be like that, but I mean, failing meaning not meeting each other's expectations, some of them not getting the commitment they were looking for. And commitment comes in so many ways. It's not just because you fucked or didn't fuck somebody else. Like, that's not what this is about. This is about, you know, committed to your belief system, committed to your way of raising your children, committed to your lifestyle, committed to what you want in life, committed to where you want to grow in life, all these things. And you're trying to find a partner who's willing to go along with these things. And it's almost like some people refuse to move on with this side of their life or move forward with this part of their life because they're waiting for some magical partner to come to get them, and then they can go on their way and live the life they want to live. Or then they can have the house they want, or then they can have the cars they want. You know, it's all like connected or bonded with someone else assisting them on that way. And then that's when the frustration comes in, the rejection, the hatred, all these things come in because like I said, I just feel like really super enlightened right now. Like I'm just rambling. Y'all can cut it off at this point. It's up to you. But I just feel like I'm going somewhere with this. Like I feel like Spirit put me right here at this moment. By the way, I am kind of like on the pier, but I'm on the West Coast today. I know some of y'all on the West Coast, so holla at your girl. So all that to say, now all of these things are dependent upon someone else assisting you to get you, in essence, what you want. You know, and then when they don't meet your expectations in marriage, in friendship, in love, in commitment, commitment in the house. And this could be in a basic relationship, a friendship, with whatever that is, you know. It can be so basic, and they're not living up to your expectations because you've depended upon them to get to your desired result. You depend upon them to fulfill your outlook on life, your destination. And you know, I would hear this and see this so often, and especially in religious settings and things of that nature. And it's always been about, you need to be on the same train with your mate, or you need to be both going in the same direction, and or you both need to be on the same plane or on the same boat or on the same, you know, train or whatever. And if you're going in two separate directions, obviously you're not going to eat meat at the desired point that one or two of you are going on. I hope this is following you, but your desired result only requires you. So if your desired result only requires you, then why are we dependent upon somebody else to fulfill it? Again, I feel like, you know, we all are here, of course, with a purpose, a plan, you know, for our life, and our purpose or plan may not require anybody else. I want to say sometimes it does, but I really don't think it does. Like, that's my epiphany. Like, that's a part of my epiphany moment. Your desired result for your life does not require anybody else. Now, we have this whole society built around this two-family household, and, you know, a partner that's required for you to obtain these things, whether it takes, you know, designer shit, you know, again, social, economic acceptance. But your journey only requires you. Your plan for your life only requires you. So what plans, desired outcomes are you waiting for somebody else to fulfill? So what outside your purpose, like what illusions are you, political, like I said, social illusions are you subscribed to that makes you feel like you're not sufficient, validated, loved, deserving of commitments? Because that's what it's coming down to. Because it's almost like you put yourself in this place where you feel like, if someone's not committed to me, y'all about to make me preach right now. Oh my goodness. If someone's not committed to me, then I'm not worthy, or I'm not validated, or because somebody else didn't choose to fucking be committed to you, when at the end of the day, you haven't chosen to be committed to oneself. I'm just saying. I mean, it just feels, it's like coming up so deep in me right now, and I'm just like, shit. Like, is this a epiphany moment for me? Is this an epiphany moment for others? What is this epiphany for? But it's a deep message to me. But then again, I could be just a shallow motherfucker. I don't know. I just could be a shallow mofo. I'm just saying. But I mean, you may have many people around you, family, friends, loved ones, who are dependent upon you to have this life or perpetuate this lie that they've tried to perpetuate and failed at, and then got the nerve to look at you crazy because you by yourself. I mean, how many of you need to turn it right back around and like, you think I'm crazy? Motherfucker, I've been there. You was crazy. That shit that you in, you know. But you will, in essence, forget who you are just to become a couple, just to become committed, just to become validated, just to become loved, just to become by somebody else, and you haven't done it for yourself. I'm just saying. I think my message is done. I'm going to enjoy this beautiful sunrise, this beautiful... I'm going to enjoy this a little while longer and step up my enlightenment tour, by the way. Yeah, that's me. It's beautiful. I'm just going to take it in. That's the message I got, like, on my way out here. Like, that was like during my sleep, waking up, the message Spirit put on my heart. Commitment to yourself is more important. It's first. Commitment to yourself is more important than commitment to somebody else. And I don't even want to say first, because it really doesn't matter. Anybody else's commitment to you, honestly, is, again, an illusion. See, I'm sorry, y'all. And this is what I'm talking about. It's an illusion. One, for somebody to act like they're more committed to you than to themselves, that's like, it's almost like a lie that everybody's bought into. And I believe this shit. Like, I really do. Like, and now, granted, I've been married twice. I'm just saying. Got a t-shirt in it, you know. Do I say they failed? No. Do I say that we've grown and moved more towards our purpose? And yes. Do I say that maybe we were on two separate trains? Absolutely. We was on the same train till we weren't. You know, we were on the same plane till we weren't. You know, or until we elevated, or until we awakened. I mean, you're obviously changing all the fucking time, right? And then people may not be on your same page. They may not be as awakened as you. They may take a little longer. You have these soulmates, soul contracts that you are destined to be in regardless. Does that mean that you're a failure? I feel like I'm a winner. I won because I went into both of those soul contracts and fulfilled my duty to be here on. This is a part of my journey, part of my soul contract. I learned something from both of them. They learned something from me. So did I fail? Absolutely not. But society will lead you to believe that you failed at a thing, or a person, or a commitment, or marriage, or whatever it is, or boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever you want to call it, because you're no longer in it, and all you did was elevate, move on, finish, complete that soul contract. And the illusion is that you're supposed to remain in that soul contract for the rest of your life. Some of you it may take that long. Some of you it may not. So are you a failure? This is for some of you who have been divorced and felt ridiculed, or felt like, you know, you failed, and you feel guilty because you couldn't stay in it for the family, you know, or for your kids, or you couldn't grow with that person holding you down, or, you know, in some cases, and if you let them go, you feel like you're wrong. And especially as a divine feminine, because you're supposed to be the one to hold everybody up, elevate everyone, take them to the next level, all while they're holding on to you, pulling you down heavy as shit, and you're struggling. And, you know, I'm just hearing bag lady right now, you know, they're holding on to you. Let go of the baggage, right? Let go of that luggage. Let go of that Louis Vuitton bag. Let go of that Gucci bag that you're holding on to, whatever that is, right? Oh, they came to say hi. I got birds over here flying towards me with my message. I'm just saying, elevation is a beautiful thing. And then they left me. You see what I'm saying? Look at that. How beautiful is that? But does that mean that I failed because they left? No, motherfucker. I didn't fail. They had to go somewhere else. They had to fulfill another destiny. They had to fulfill another dream. They had to fulfill another soul contract. So for some of you who are feeling less than, empty, insufficient, unvalidated, whatever it is, and all because you're not in a committed relationship, all because you don't have somebody else to validate you, all because you're not. Remember, be committed to yourself first. That's really the soul journey. That's your soul contract. Commitment to oneself, committed to fulfill your soul journey. All these other constructs have been created. Don't get me started. I'm about to control you, to get you to go along with other people's desired results for your life, to get you hung up in this. And I might sound sarcastic. I really love people. I love love. I love, relationships, commitment, marriages, all that. Probably get married again, I don't have nothing against it. What I have something against is the illusion that you're unworthy or you're less than, all because someone hasn't validated you. And then once you realize that shit, you realize whoever you're with, they're looking for validation too. They're looking for you to validate them, to uplift them, or to the same thing that you're looking for in someone else. Trust me, there's parts of them that they're looking for in you. So it may create, so-called codependency, codependent relationships and all of that. This just looks so beautiful, It may create codependent relationships. It may create, because you're both looking for something in each other that you haven't given to yourself, and now you're wondering why you're failing at it, because you still have never given it to yourself. And therefore, how are you going to give it to them? You don't know how to give it to yourself. And once you learn to give it to yourself, then they start reaching back within them, and they say, you know what? They could do it, I could do it. If they could do it, I could do it. And now they're no longer dependent upon you to validate them, and now they can elevate. You can elevate, and they can elevate. Y'all can elevate together.